So lots of teams off. Let's start Lions-Vikings. Vikings favored by 5 at home. Over-unders 49. Lions had a big week. So week and a half ago, they traded for Damon Harrison. This week, they traded Golden Tate away. What do you think that I know they weren't going to sign him. I don't think they're giving up, but they kind of went, he's a luxury and we can get something good for him. And it's part of a long-term process. And if we finish 7-9 this year, we kind of don't care.
Yeah, it's a weird trade to me. They're pretty average on offense statistically. The Lions are. Now they lose their leading receiver, the guy who got the most targets, the guy who caught the most passes, the guy who gained the most yards. Matt Patricia said this was kind of about the whole picture of the team and the organization and the future of it. But I don't know, man. You've got to be winning immediately these days. I don't care if it's a first-year head coach. I mean, in the NFL these days, you don't have the luxury of being like looking ahead 5 years and saying this is going to help us for the next 5 years. I don't believe that's true. If Matt Patricia goes 7-9 this year, maybe they go 6-10 next year, he's on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Golden Tate helps that team win, I think. He's a still, after so many years, a good receiver. He's a good leader, a good locker room guy. People like him. I just, it feels like it feels like a little bit.
Didn't he get in a fight with Russell Wilson in Seattle before the Super Bowl?
Yeah, did he? I can't remember. Was it him or was that Doug Baldwin? I can't remember.
I thought it was Russell Wilson. Doesn't mean he's necessarily a bad locker room guy. It means they had a fight over a woman, pretty much.
But who hasn't been there before, John?
You and I have duked it out with people.
We certainly have. But I don't know. I think he's a guy who helps you win, and I don't. The trade is just a little weird to me. I don't love it, especially because last week, because of the Damon Harrison, they bring in this guy who's going to help them win, and now they get rid of a guy who helps them win.
Okay. Yeah, it was interesting. And the Eagles, I mean, it was a high price to pay. I think it was a 3rd round pick. I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, I mean, the Eagles they want to win. They're all in again, which they probably should be. And there are a lot of picks. So, they spend their off seasons wheeling and dealing for picks, and they're using them as, collateral to get other stuff. Other thing of this game, Dalvin Cook. All right. He was limited to practice Wednesday. People I know cover the team say this guy's sitting out through the bye. Like, even though he's limited in practice this week, they still don't think you're going to see Dalvin Cook on the field this week because the Vikings have a bye in week 10, and that Dalvin Cook will be back after that. I mean, he could play this week. If he does, he would probably be very limited. I would suspect he won't play. For the Lions, Ziggy Ansah, he's kind of maybe every week. Him and Theoretic still limited at practice. The other thing I want to ask you about, what did last week tell you about the Vikings? It was a 30-20 loss to the Saints. There was some fluke. Thielen fumbled. Like, I looked at that game and went, there was a little – I mean, it was a game between two good teams that was kind of close, and there was a little flukiness involved to me.
I don't think the Vikings are that great. I mean, they've beaten one good team all year, the Eagles in week 5. I'm not sure how great the Eagles really are. I think if they beat the Lions, that's a solid team they would have beaten. I'm just still unsure about Minnesota, whether this is a team that can do anything. I mean, they're not very good at home against the Lions. They've lost 3 of their last 4 at home to the Lions. So, I mean, I'm going with the Lions here, even though the spread's 5 now.
Yeah, in the beginning of the week, you and I made our picks earlier in the week, and I think we both got Lions +7. So now it's 5, which is a little different. It's actually 4 on Pick Watch here. I'm seeing it. Hold on a second. All right, I got +7. You got +7, but now I'm seeing 4. Your available spread on the website now is 5, but I see some people got the Vikings at 4. So this line kind of jumped around.
I picked the line straight up, so it doesn't really matter what the line is to me. I'm going with the Lions regardless.
Straight up, that's a bold move.
There's some times in the season, John, we gotta have a bold move, and I don't know. The Vikings just haven't really impressed me. I mean, I'm still waiting for that impressive huge win, and we haven't. I mean, they have weapons,
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins has been good this year. They've got. Latavius Murray has played better lately as running back. They've got good pieces. I don't think they put it together against a good team, and if they do it this week against Detroit, then maybe it's a different story. But I don't see it happening.
Okay. I think Anthony Barr was back at practice Thursday. If you're looking for a Vikings defense, I have the Lions too. I think I went Vikings straight up at Lions against the spread, but I got it at 7. If at 5, I still might take the Lions because I think it might be a close game. But this is a tough one. This is one of those games that I would not be going out of my way to pick either way.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, but like I said, I think the Lions are gonna. I think this is the upset special of the week.
Okay. On NFLPickWhat's.com against the spread, we've got 72% Vikings against the spread. So they're a popular pick.